Hi guys, as you probably already know, some of you have been drawn for an exam. And as I've mentioned earlier, the exam for English is, well, you have a preparation day on the 29th of May, and the exam itself is on the 30th of May. So what I thought I would do now is basically just go through some practical information just to make sure everybody understands uh, what is going to what is important to focus on now until the exam, and what you need to be aware of. Okay, so there's some practical information that you need to have a look at before the exam itself. There's a web page called kandidat.udir.no. This is a web page that you can check out already. And this will give you basically some practical information about the exam you are going to sit. So, for example, excuse me, you will be able to search in this field here once you've found this page for English studieforberedende. And once you've done that, you will see some information that'll give you like the time frame for the exam and other practical information. This is also the page that you use in order to get the preparation material on the 29th. As you can see here, this will be, you can click that already now, but there will be no information there. On the 29th at 9 o'clock, you will then see the preparation material for the English exam. Okay, so once you click into this web page, I'm going to make this just a bit bigger so you can see a bit more. If you then search up English studieforberedende, you will see the information regarding this exam. So as I mentioned, on the 29th of May at 9 o'clock, you will then find the preparation material for the exam. This consists of several different types of texts that you will have to read, and then you can use this as sources on your written exam. In addition, Thursday the 30th, your exam is from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock. In the information that I sent out earlier today, your exam is, you have to take your exam at SOTS, Stavanger Offshore Teknisk Skole. And the information there states that you need to be there, try to get there a bit early. There's very few parking spaces, and it might be difficult to find a place to park unless you're there in a reasonable amount of time. And then there's more practical information, but you can read that in your own time. But remember to take a look at the information there. There's also some practical information regarding your equipment. So your exam is going to be on computer, so you need to take your laptop with you. You need to make sure that it works, that you have access to the programs that you need. So you need, for example, a browser. You can use like Edge, Safari, Chrome, or Firefox. These are the available browsers. If you have a Mac and not a PC, you should try to install Chrome or Edge in addition to Safari, only because sometimes the audio files on the exam don't work as they should in Safari. So just make sure that your equipment is up to date and that you have access to these things. You also need access to Word because you are writing two short answers and a long answer text, and these need to be written in Word and then converted into a PDF. The exam itself is anonymous, so you just use your kandidatnummer, which is your well, basically, it's tracked to you. But you shouldn't put your name on the document anywhere. All documents should be anonymous, and you have to hand it in a PDF format. I've uploaded onto Teams. Let's see if I can share my Teams screen with you. Give me just a quick second. I've uploaded a forfatterfri document onto your Teams. and let's just see if we can get this open here. So if you, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger so you can see. If you go onto our Teams and then you go and check out the channel Eksamen, you will see under, let me just go to Eksamen. Whoa. You will see under Eksamen, you will see that there is a tab called Files. And if you click on Files in this channel, you will get all the documents that you need. And then you can go to the, let me just show. Then you can go to, let me just make it a bit bigger. Then you can go to this mal, which then says Forfatterfritt dokument. This is basically, you can download this and store this on your locally on your computer, and this is basically an anonymous Word file that you can use to write your text in. So this is just to make it a bit easier for you guys. Okay, go back to this. Let's see. Yep. The title of your Word file should be your candidate number. My advice to you is that you already now make a folder on your PC or your Mac that is available offline that is called Exams or Eksamen 2024. And then you can add all the files and documents that you need and that you want to have access to in this folder, so you have it all in one place. It just makes it easier for you to find the things that you need during your exam. Okay, also before you sit your exam, check that your equipment works. Make sure that your laptop is up to date and that it works properly, and that you have the software installed on it that you need. It is very, very difficult if your computer crashes or doesn't work during the exam. There's going to be technical help, but there's not going to be anybody who can replace your computer for you. Make sure you bring your charger with you, that you don't forget that at home. Put that, make sure it's in your backpack when you go to sit your exam. Check that you have headphones that work. You are listening to audio files, so you need to have headsets that you can connect to your computer. It's recommended that you have headsets with wires that is connected physically to your computer if you can. This just makes it easier and less probable that it will malfunction. You have to bring ID, picture ID to your exam. The people who are the examinators who are administrating the exam, they have to check that you are the person who is supposed to sit the exam. So you have to have ID with you. You can bring any kind of resources or hjälpmedel that you would like to the exam. You can bring notes, you can bring books, you can bring dictionaries, and files and folders that are stored offline on your computer. You are allowed to use these. In addition to the online hjälpmedel that I will tell you more about in a minute. Okay, so we have also preparation day. The preparation day is on the 29th of May. This is compulsory for everybody. I'm going to invite you all to the preparation day at 9 o'clock on the 29th of May on Teams, or most likely 5 or 10 past 9. This is compulsory. You have to meet, and you will receive further instruction on how to use your preparation day, and what you need to read and how you can work on different topics and themes in order to be best prepared for the exams. The preparation material consists of different kinds of text. It might not just all be text. It could be like cartoons or statistics or images, and of course factual and fictional texts. This is meant to be used as inspiration and as sources for different, well, mostly for your long answer text, but you may also need additional sources and not only the ones in the preparation material. So you will have to use, you'll have to repeat and practice and check out the different themes we've worked with, and check out maybe some of the resources online that you might want to store offline for your exam. The exam itself, practical information. So it's on the 30th of May at SUTS, like I said. Make sure you are there early and you will receive information in which room you are to sit your exam in. The exam itself starts at 9. Don't panic if you are a bit late. If something comes up and you can't get to the exam, you will be able to sit your exam as long as you make it there prior to 10 o'clock. So if you're there before 10, you will be allowed into the exam and you will be allowed to take the exam. You will not be given extra time to finish. So lost time then is lost time. After 10, you will not be allowed to sit the exam. Once you're there, just place your ID on the table so the exam people can check your ID, and you can then also, maybe if you've brought physical hjälpmedel like dictionaries and stuff like that, place that on your desk so the exam people can maybe check that as well. Your cell phone and smartwatches, they need to be turned completely off and handed into the exam people. So you will not have them back until you've handed in your exam. The exam lasts for 5 hours, so from 9 until 2, and it is fully digital. So you will first, like we've done before, you will first listen to different kinds of audio files, select from multiple choice answers. There will be 2 short answers, one which will be videreformidling, where you retell something. Very often this is also an audio file that you listen to and then you retell the information. And then also samhandling or interaction, which is then like a discussion where you answer the thread, well, the discussion thread. And then a selection of long answer. Most often these are 4 choices you have, and you have to choose one to write a longer answer for. Short answers and long answers, they need to be written or handed in one document. So they need to be in the same Word document that you then make into a PDF and then hand it up. If you are unsure how to make a PDF, don't panic about that. The exam people will absolutely be able to help you with that. So that's not an issue. The available hjälpmedel that you can use are the same as that. Well, these are the same for all subjects. So this is the web page, eksamen.rogfk.no, and this is then basically a list of resources that are open during the exam. Now, I'm just going to see if I have this web page open. Yes, I will share this with, I'll give you a little tour. This page is very useful, and you need to make sure you have the link available so you can use it during your exam. So let me just see, that's not showing anything. Why is that not working? Stop that screen share and we will try again. We'll try that. There we go. So this web page here is very useful. This will give you all the information that you need about the exam itself, hjälpmedel you can use, and guidelines. So a lot of the information that I am going through here is also available on this page. So once you come to this page here, you can then open this page where it says Åpne nettressurser. Here you will find a list over web pages that are available during the exam. There's a few here that I want you to take note of that are very useful when you are going to write your exam. For example, you can use Kildekompasser, should be here somewhere. Give me, yep, here. This page will help you how to write your source list. So references in text and source lists at the end of your text. In addition, you also have NDLA, which is a web page with a lot of information. So if you open NDLA, you should be able to find information about what you can do is basically just find English as a subject, and you should be able to find that under, let's have a look here. And then you can find English, and here's a lot of different text about different topics for English that is available for you during your exam. So spend a bit of time now before you actually sit your exam. Take a look at some of these texts. Just get familiarize yourself with this web page so you know where to find information when you need it. Okay, so this is basically just I'm going to take you back. Let's go back a few pages, back to the hjälpmedel. There. So as you can see, this is just an extensive list over different resources that are available for you that you can use during your exam. In addition to this information, there's a lot of, if you are unsure about anything, this is a very useful page to go and just take a look and see if there's any information or any help there that is useful for you. Yeah, so that's a very useful site to use, and the link for that site is also shared in our Teams channel. Okay, moving on. Cheating. We have to talk about cheating and attempts to cheat. Not that I think any of you guys are absolutely not going to do this, but just so you know the consequences and what is considered cheating. So there's a lot of things that you can't do. So you can't communicate with other people. You can't access the internet, and that you can't use chatbots. You can't communicate with people in the room, outside of the room, etc. So there's a lot of things you can't do. This is quite, if you don't turn your cell phone off, if you use AI, or if you communicate with other people. So if you if your exam gets discarded because you have cheated, this is a matter that the principal will actually decide whether or not you have cheated. If your exam is annulert, which is basically made void, you will also not receive a standpunct in the course. So you would have to take the exam as a privatist next year instead. So definitely don't recommend that you try to cheat, guys. Just so you know. When it comes to the results, once you've completed your exam, it's handed in, and then you have to wait, I think, 3 weeks for the exam results. At least 3 weeks. Well, no, 3 weeks. So most likely you will get your results Friday the 21st of June. If you are unhappy with the results, you can complain within 10 days of the results being known. So the important information is your exam will be graded, and it will not be like a 4+ or 5-. It will be a whole grade, hela karaktärer. So it'll either be 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. If you complain, you can go up, you can go down, or you can remain on the same grade. So it's important to kind of think through and maybe talk to me prior to complaining on your exam results. If you receive a 1 on your exam, you should always automatically complain. Basically, it means that you get someone else. 1 is a fail on the exam. It's the lowest grade you can get. You can't go down from a 1, but you can go up. So make sure if you get a 1, you do complain. If you get a 2, I'd advise you to speak to me because that is a bit risky. You can go down from a 2 and get someone else to evaluate your exam as a 1. So just make sure that you are comfortable taking that chance. But yeah, don't think anyone's going to get a 2 or a 1. If you are ill on the exam day, you need a doctor's note. You can't just call in and say that you're ill. You have to have a doctor's note or you lose some rights concerning the exam. If you have a doctor's note, you can then take a new exam in November without having to pay any extra costs or without having to lose your standpoint grade. This also is if you get a 1 on the exam, you can go sit a new exam in November. This is called a new and nyss examen, ny och utsatt examen. If you fail that exam, if you fail twice, basically, if you fail this exam and the next one, you will have to take the subject as a privatist and then have to obviously then pay for itself. Final bits of information. I know this is a very long recording, guys, but the final bit of information, there's a checklist on our Teams page. This is basically a list of things that could be important for you guys to just check through and see if you've remembered everything. It gives you kind of an overview of what's important. Apart from that, guys, good luck. And remember, you can get in touch with me on Teams. We have our own little chat group now called the Exam Chat, where we can communicate and I'll try and answer questions as quickly as I can. And remember, I will also invite you to a Teams conversation on Wednesday, the 29th of May at 9 or 9:05, just so everyone gets the same information. Okay, guys, stay in touch and good luck with the preparations, and I will talk to you guys soon.